Krishna Mataji. Give me 1 minute, Mataji. Give me 1 minute.
Study scripture, we have to understand scripture.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Mataji. Dhanavad. So let's start with Kirtan. Hope I'm audible. Jai
Yes.
Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yeshodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yeshodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari गोपीजना वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन विमुनतिरवनचारी मुनतिरवनचारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाचाचार्यशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्दा यद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन गिरिधरि गोपीनाथ मर्दन मोहन श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भगवत गीता श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव स्वामी जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा माते जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भावतु मे जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भावतु मे निताय गौरांगो गौर हरि जय सचिनंदन शेषचिनन्दन गौर हरि पतित पावन गौर हरि जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल Hare Krishna. Let's continue with prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्ष्मुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदाङ्कितं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अबद्धेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रये नमो ब्राह्मण्यदेवाय गोब्राह्मण्यहिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादि पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे परमानंद माधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं पितृ पवित्रो सर्वावस्थांगतो यस्मृत पुंडरीकाक्षं सभाबाह्यंतर शुचि श्री विष्णु हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण जिस माता जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम is my voice is good maybe one devotee may confirm Hare Krishna
Yes, Prabhuji, it's okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, I just increase the volume. Hope now it is slightly better. Hare Krishna. Okay. Uh, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining. Prabhuji's Mataji's Dandavat Pranam. To be very frank with you, I have no qualification to even touch Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. Forget about studying Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. I don't even qualification to touch even. So it's just it's mercy of His grace. Lilananda Prabhu, and his case Bal Govinda Prabhu. Okay, it is just their mercy. So I try to study and then read the purpose of Srila Prabhupada. Absolutely, I have no qualification. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Humble obeisances to all of you. Hare Krishna. I'll try to share my screen. One second. Hare Krishna. Hope you are able to see the screen.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Okay. We are in second canto, chapter 2. So the chapter name is Hiranyakashipu, King of the Demons. So here in this, okay, in this canto, Narsimha Swami and Prahlad Maharaj, okay, are entering, and this entire background is going to start actually in this chapter, okay, in Canto 7. So as you all know, this seventh skanda, okay, is all about the glories of Narsimha Dev, okay, and his leelas. That is what we are going to see, and this is going to be the chapter where the background is going to be established here. Okay, Hiranyakasipu. The more details about Hiranyakasipu we'll see here. Okay, what is his initial instructions to his team? Okay, and all that we will see. Okay, from chapter 2, sloka 1 to 15, we'll try to cover. So I just gave a overall high-level summary here. Okay, of this particular chapter. The 1 to 16. One second. Let me pull this. Yeah. So 1 to 16 is like a one set, and then 17 to 61 is like another block of the slokas we have. So the 1 to 16, where we are going to understand today, is going to be okay. Hiranyakasipu's reaction after Hiranyaksha's death. That's what we are going to see here. So what is that he's going to react? How he is going to react? Okay, what kind of instructions he's giving to his subordinates? All that we are going to see now. So at a high level, Hiranyaksha, okay, when Hiranyaksha was killed by Varahadev, okay, Hiranyakasipu was enraged. He blasphemed Vishnu and instructed the demons to persecute Brahmanas and destroy Vedic culture. That is the instruction he has given. The demons are executed in his orders. This is the high level summary of the first 16 slokas. What kind of instructions Hiranyakasipu is giving to all his demons? Okay, demons. That is what we're going to see. So if I try to correlate many of these instructions, okay, what Hiranyakasipu is giving here, okay, very similar, okay, to what is happening in today's society, Prabhujis, Matajis. I could very closely correlate, okay, whatever Srila Prabhupada has written, and whatever Vyasadeva has written, and what is that we are going to read, what is happening in today's society, um, is exactly very similar happening in today's society. So let's understand, okay, what kind of messages we got in today slokas and purports. Hare Krishna. It's the first sloka. Okay, let me try to recite. So only one sloka I plan to recite, and then we move on with translations purports. Second, let me recite this sloka. Hare Krishna. Bhatarevyam vinihate harina krodamurtina hiranya kasipu rajan paryata pradusha sucha. This is what is first sloka. So let's understand translation. Uh, Translation purports by His Grace. Isi Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Here, the Narad Muni said, "My dear King Yudhishthira," this is a conversation between Yudhishthira Maharaj, okay, and Narad Muni. So this is how the discussion is happening. In the form of Varaha, the boar killed Hiranyaksha. Okay, Hiranyaksha brother Hiranyakasipu was extremely angry. Okay, Hiranyakasipu was extremely angry and he began to lament because his brother was killed. Okay, by Varahadev. Now, what is the purport is Yudhishthira had inquired from Narada Muni why Hiranyakasipu was so envious of his own son Prahlad Maharaj. So here Yudhishthira Maharaj would like to understand from Narada Muni. So why Hiranyakasipu is such a king, demonic king, but why he so envious his own son Prahlad Maharaj? Why he is like that? What is the background? Can you please explain all that story? Okay, these are Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking Narada Muni. Narada Muni began narrating the story by explaining how Hiranyakasipu had become a staunch enemy of Lord Vishnu. So here he started explaining the entire katha. Okay. Uh, okay. So let's move to the second sloka. So the next sloka is translation is filled with a rage of biting his lips. Okay, this is what Hiranyakasipu is happening. Okay, he's biting his lips. Hiranyakasipu gazed at sky with the eyes that glazed in anger. He was so anger. Okay, making the whole sky smoky. Just because of his anger, the whole sky is becoming smoky. Okay, thus he began to speak. This is how he's speaking. Okay, that comes to the next sloka. What is that he's speaking will come in followed slokas. As usual, the demon is so envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and inimical towards him. These were Hiranyakasipu's external body features, whatever is mentioned above. Okay, he's biting his lips, he's seeing the sky, and he's so anger. Okay, and these are all his external features. Has he considered how to kill Lord Vishnu and devastate his kingdom, Vaikuntha Loka? See how foolish he is. He wants to kill Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, and he wants to devastate his kingdom, Vaikuntha. Is that possible? He is thinking that okay, the Lord is also like him, and Vaikuntha Loka is also like a material world. That is what this person, Hiranyakasipu, okay, this king was thinking. Okay, this Rakshasa, demon, he's thinking in that way. Okay, so let's move to the next sloka. In next, after few slokas, we will have a good number of details on the purports. So let's go a bit fast because there are no much purports for these slokas. So sloka number 3, exhibiting his terrible teeth, okay, fierce glance and flowing eyebrows, terrible to see. He took up his weapon, okay, he took his weapon, a trident, and thus began speaking to his associates, the assembled demons. There is a big crowd assembled, okay, his brother killed, and he is so angry, and he is talking to his associates, whoever the demons are sitting. He started speaking, and then he'll give instructions to those demonic associates. Okay, so let us see what kind of instructions he is giving to them. So this is what he's telling. Loka 4 to 5. O Danavas, O Daityas. Okay. O Dvaimrudha. O okay. Tyakrasha. O Shambhara. O okay. Satambhu. O Hayagriva. Om Namasi. O Paka. O Ilava. Okay. He is just calling all those demons. All of you, kindly hear me attentively and then act according to my words without delay. So he's just calling all of them, okay, and he is going to start giving instructions. Before giving instructions, he's just calling the leaders, okay, he's calling the names so that they give more attention to his words, okay. Hare Krishna. So let us understand what kind of instructions he is giving, okay. This is his first instruction, kind of. So he's saying no, he's started conversation. So he's saying in sloka 6, my insignificant enemies, the demigods, have combined to kill my very dear and obedient well-wisher, my brother Hiranyaksha. He's telling, okay, my insignificant enemies, okay, his enemies, it seems very insignificant according to him. But those insignificant enemies killed his brother. See how foolishness it is. Okay, although the Supreme Lord Vishnu is always equal to both of us. Ideally, Vishnu should be equal to Devtas, okay, like a demigods and also demons. Yeah, he is equal to everyone. Yeah, he's saying this. Although the Supreme Lord Vishnu always equal to both of us, namely the demigod and the demons. Okay, but this time he's supposed to be equal to demigods and demons, but this time being devoutly worshipped by the demigods, just because they are worshipping him, he has taken their side and helped them to kill Hiranyaksha. So he is saying that indirectly, okay, Vishnu is so partial. So he killed my brother. Okay, he is killing demons. Okay, okay, by being inside of demigods. Hare Krishna. This is what he started telling. Hare Krishna. So let us see the purport. So as stated in Bhagavad Gita 9.21, okay, Samoham Sarvabhuteshu. Samoham Sarvabhuteshu. The Lord is equal to all living entities. That is what Krishna has told in Bhagavad Gita. So I am equal to everyone. Okay. So since the demigods and demons are both are living entities, how it is possible that the Lord was partial to one class of the living entity and opposite to another? It is not possible. That is what is Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada is writing. Actually, it is not possible for the Lord to be partial. So forget about he's being partial. It is not even possible for him to being partial, being too partial. Possible for the Lord to be partial. That's what he's telling. Yeah. Nonetheless, since the demigods, the devotees, always strictly follow the Supreme Lord's orders. See here, this is very important. Since the demigods, okay, are what? They are devotees. What is that they do? They always strictly follow the Supreme Lord orders. Because sincerity, they are victorious over the demons. Because of the sincerity, they won. That is what Srila Prabhupada is saying. So we have to follow the footsteps of Devatas, okay, demigods, just following the instruction of Supreme Lord, okay. Because of the sincerity, we also become victorious in this life, in this human life. Will become victorious. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's. That is what Srila Prabhupada is saying. So who know the Supreme Lord is Vishnu, but do not follow his instruction. Okay, so they also know that Supreme is Lord Vishnu, but they don't follow. Yeah. So because of constantly remembering the Supreme Person of the Godhead, Vishnu, the demons generally attain Sahaj Mukti after death. See, Hare Krishna. Even this I have to put it in a red color, or I have to highlight this statement. See, what is it they are doing? Demons, what they are doing? They are constantly remembering Supreme Person of the Godhead. See, you take the example of Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu. All these demons, what they are doing? They are always remembering Vishnu, Supreme Person of the Godhead, Vishnu. Okay, but okay, constantly remembering. Okay, but they after death, what is that they are getting? Sahaj Mukti. But it is not with the love. Okay, but still they are remembering. Even if they are remembering any way, okay, they get moksha. That could be Sahaj Mukti. See how merciful it is, Krishna. See the demon, okay, Hiranyakasipu accused the Lord being a partial because of the demigods worshipped him. But in fact, the Lord, like the government, is not partial at all. So in theory, government is not partial. They are equal to all the citizens. If a government is a partial, that is not a good governance. But in general, government is not partial. That is what Srila Prabhupada is saying. The government is not partial to any citizen, but citizen is law abiding. He receives abundant opportunities from the state laws to live peacefully and fulfill his real interest. Just like that, in theory, as government is equal to all, okay, in the same way, Vishnu provides opportunities to everyone. He sees everyone in an equal way. Okay, that is what he's saying. Srila Prabhupada he's saying here for us. Hare Krishna. So is the speed everything is okay? The tone, pitch, or any changes required? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Mataji. Maybe one devotee can confirm.
Okay, okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. So now we are slightly getting a bigger purpose. So I request you also to read so that we can discuss. Now, Sloka 7 to 8. The Supreme Person of the Godhead has given his natural tendency of equal towards the demons and demigods. See, the Supreme Person of the Godhead has given up his natural tendency. See, he's saying, ideally, Supreme Person of the Godhead, Vishnu, should be equal to everyone. But he has given up that natural tendency of equality towards demons and demigods. Now he is not showing equal. He is partial. Supreme person of the Godhead is partial. That is what he is saying. Although he is the supreme person, now influenced by Maya. How did it has happened? It seems Vishnu is influenced by Maya. How foolish this is. Unless you understand the purpose of Srila Prabhupada, we can never understand the difference between Maya and Vishnu. We can never understand Maya works under Vishnu. It is very difficult to understand. If you read any other Bhagavad Gita's, the thing is everything is same, everything is one. So how do you understand the difference between Supreme Person of Godhead and Maya? This is the conclusion people get, and this is the discussions are happening today, saying that Krishna is suffered after he is taking the birth in this world, and so much so-called people are preaching in such a way that even Krishna is under control of Maya. How nonsense it is. So we all survived, okay, from this wrong preaching just because from the mercy of Guru Parampara and Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. All glories to Vaishnava Sampradayas. Hare Krishna. Okay, now influenced by Maya. He has assumed the form of boar to please his devotees. He's telling he take a form of boar to please his devotees, okay, the demigods, just as a restless child learns towards someone, leans towards someone. The children, the kids don't know, right? What is good, what is bad, they don't know. If a mother is to give a chocolate and they towards to mother, if father is to give a chocolate and they towards father, if someone else came from outside and gave a biscuit and they talk for that particular person. So he is comparing Vishnu is just like a child, behaving like a child. Hiranyakashipu. I shall therefore, okay, severe Lord head. Seems what is this person is going to do? This demon is going to do what he wants to do. He wants to sever Lord Vishnu's head, it seems, from his trunk by my trident, by his weapon. He wants to cut, it seems. He is also thinking that Lord Vishnu is just like his material. And with the profuse blood from his body, I shall please my brother Hiranyaksha. So blood comes from there, and that will please his brother, it seems. That is Hiranyaksha, who was so fond of sucking blood. So that his brother Hiranyaksha, he loves to take suck blood. Okay, they are demons, right? That is what they do. Thus, shall I to be peaceful? Then I will get peace. So once I get the head of Vishnu, okay, I will be peaceful. This is what he is telling. Hare Krishna. Okay, so the puppet. Anybody wants to read? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhuji's
Krishna,
Mataji's. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, shall I read?
Yeah, yes, Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji. Padma.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The defect of the demonic mentality is expressed in this verse very clearly. Hiranyakashipu thought that Vishnu also becomes partial, like a child whose mind is not steady or resolute. The Lord can change his mind at any time, Hiranyakashipu thought, and therefore his words and activities are like those of children. Actually, because the demons are ordinary human beings, their minds change, and being materially conditioned, they think that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is conditioned also. As the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 9.11, Avajanati mam mudha manushim tanum ashritam. Fools deride me when I descend in a human form. Demons always think that Vishnu can be killed. Therefore, being absorbed in thoughts of Vishnu's form to kill him, at least they have the opportunity to think of Vishnu unfavorably. Although they are not devotees, their thinking of Vishnu is effective, and thus they generally attain Sayujya Mukti. Because the demons consider the Supreme Lord an ordinary living being, they think that they can kill Lord Vishnu kill as one might kill an ordinary person. Another fact disclosed here is that demons are very much fond of sucking blood. Indeed, all of them are meat eaters and blood suckers. Hiranyakashipu accused the Supreme Lord of having a restless mind like that of a small child who can be induced to do anything if simply offered some cakes and laddus. Indirectly, this indicates the true position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who says in Bhagavad Gita 9.26, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Priyachati Tadham Bhakti Upahritam Ashnami Priyatatmana. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. The Lord accepts the offerings of devotees because of their transcendental love. Because they are in love with the Supreme Lord, they do not eat anything without offering it to the Lord. The Lord does not hanker for a small leaf or flower. He has enough to eat. Indeed, He is feeding all living entities. Nonetheless, because He is very merciful and is Bhaktavatsala, very favorable to the devotees, He certainly eats whatever they offer Him with love and devotion. This quality should not be misjudged to be childish. The highest quality of the Supreme Lord is that He is Bhakta Vatsala. In other words, He is always extremely pleased with His devotees. As for the word Maya, when used in reference to the dealings of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and His devotees, this word means affection. The actions of the Lord to favor His devotees are not disqualifications but signs of His natural affection. As for Rudhira, or the blood of Lord Vishnu, since there is no possibility of severing Lord Vishnu's head from his body, there is no question of blood. But the garland that decorates Vishnu's body is as red as blood. When the demons achieve Sayujya Mukti and leave behind their sinful activities, they are blessed by Vishnu's garland, which is red like blood. After attaining Sayujya Mukti, the demons are sometimes promoted to the Vaikuntha world where they receive the reward of the Lord's garland, Prasad. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji. Thank you very much. Very, very wonderful reading. Thank you, Haribol. So, there are many important points here. See, one is the demons are getting here. It's very, very clearly written um, by Vyasadeva and Srila Prabhupada translation as well that they are getting mukti, Sahajya Mukti, they are getting. So, here, but they are very unfavorable to Vishnu or Krishna. See, if somebody is such a very unfavorable, also is being Krishna is so merciful to them. So what about us? We are very favorable, right? We are doing devotional service practice to the extent possible. To the extent possible. So everybody in this group are doing japa, 16 malas. We're taking out, pulling out 2 hours and doing japa. Yeah, maybe here and there few mantras are not able to hear because of the mind, okay, because it's going here and there. But just imagine Prabhuji's Mataji's how happy the Krishna and Srila Prabhupada when you all chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and doing little services. When our sons or daughter is doing a children's are doing small services, how happy we are by seeing them. In the same way, how happy Krishna is by seeing all of us, and how happy Srimati Radharani by seeing us, by seeing all of us. We are favorable to Krishna and we are doing a little service and we are doing japa. So we are making great progress, Prabhuji's Mataji's. So we don't need to think that, okay, even if it is there in our mind, whether I'm able to achieve or not, Vaikuntha Loka, we should be confident that we are favorable to Krishna and we are his servants, dasanudas. And you continue doing in that way, definitely he will grant. Okay, and he will allow his darshan in Vaikuntha Loka and Golaka. See, these puppets are very promising to us. A non-favorable, okay, demons are getting mukti. So why not us? So everywhere Krishna says, I am Bhaktavatsala. So there is no problem. We are in a right path, right place, right mood, right direction. What is that we have to do? Just do not drop the we should not drop the boat. That's it. That is all we have to do. So here again he is saying, see, it doesn't mean that like Krishna doesn't have patram pushpam phalam toyam. Everything he has given. But what is that we are doing? We are taking the same patram pushpam phalam toyam and offering with what? With devotion and love. That is what is required. But how do you get devotion? How do you get love? That is the only one way. Hearing Bhagavad Gita, hearing Bhagavatam. Okay, from Guru Parampara. That is the only way to get that love and devotion. So the more and more we understand Krishna, the more and more we understand Vishnu, we understand his glories. So once we understand glories, then we will start getting that attachment. So that attachment will slowly become positive attachment, and then that turns to devotion, love. See here, the last para here is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. What is that Srila Prabhupada is saying here? See, see here, let us read it again. As a Rudira or a blood of Lord Vishnu, okay? Blood of Lord Vishnu is what? Rudira. These demons wants to suck, right? Of the blood, or they want to see the blood, right? But what is that Vishnu is offering to them? Let us understand. Since there is no possibility of severing Lord Vishnu head from his body, it is not possible for them. The foolish demons are not understanding that. But no question of the blood. But but what Lord is giving them? Lord is giving a garland that decorates Vishnu's body as a red as blood. Okay, but what he is doing when the demons achieve Sahajya Mukti and leave behind their sinful activities, when it happens, they are blessed with Vishnu's garland. And that garland is of what color? Which is in a red like blood. See how Vishnu is fulfilling their desires in a different way. You want red blood, right? It's okay. You take Mukti, and I'm giving you my garland to you. After attaining Sahajya Mukti, this last line, let us meditate this line. After attaining Sahajya Mukti, the demons are sometimes promoted to Vaikuntha world where they receive reward of Lord's garland as prasada. Hare Krishna. If it is unfavorable demons are getting like this, what about favorable devotees like us? It is so promising that gives us strength so that we will do our service, devotional service more attentively, more sincerely. That is what these translation purposes are telling us. Hare Krishna. Okay. Shall we move on to next sloka? Hare Krishna. Okay. Sloka 9. See here. That let's understand translation. When the root of a tree is cut and the tree falls down, its branches and twigs automatically dry up. So he wants to kill Vishnu. So all these demigods will also die. That is what he wants to do. Similarly, when I have killed the okay diplomatic Vishnu, okay, the demigods from whom Lord Vishnu is the life for them, for all these people, life and soul is Lord Vishnu. So first let me attack Vishnu. And then once Vishnu is killed, all these will be leaves will okay branches will anyhow die. We lost the source of their life and wither away. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Let's think that if you do not have that connection to Vishnu or Krishna, what happens? What happens? This is what exactly happens. We are killed. Okay. We do not have in life and soul. If we don't have connectivity with Krishna, that is what is happening today's society. People do not have connectivity with Krishna, Vishnu, and the life becomes so miserable. Even if for a devotee, if life is miserable, they have so many problems, but still, with the association of devotees, the devotee continues. And at least he will get a lot of happiness while japa, while satsang, while he will kirtan, in all other things. Yeah. See here, the difference between the demigods and demons here clearly explained. The demigods always follow the instruction of Supreme Personal Godhead, whereas the demons simply plan to disturb or kill him. So what is that they do, demons? They okay, demigods follow the instructions of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Demons simply disturb or they kill him. This is what they do. So, nevertheless, sometimes demons are very much appreciate the full dependency of the demigods upon the mercy of the Lord. This is indirect glorification of demigods by demons. Sometimes it also may happen. Okay, Hare Krishna. Let's move on. We have big purports from Sloka 10. Okay, so let's understand translation. While I am engaged in the business of killing Lord, see here, this is very important sloka to understand what is happening in today's society. Hare Krishna. When I'm engaging in business of killing, I am going and killing Lord Vishnu, but it may take some time. He is giving the instructions to his team, his demonic associates. Go down to the planet Earth. This is first instruction. Don't sit idle here. Go. Go down to planet Earth. So by going down to planet Earth, what do you do? Okay, that Earth right now is flourishing due to Brahmanic culture and Kshatriya government. The Earth is bit peaceful now. Why it is so peaceful? Brahmanic culture is there and Kshatriya government is there. Because of that, Earth is flourishing right now. Okay, those people engaged in austerity and sacrifice and Vedic study and regulator wars and charity. They are doing all these things. What is it they are doing right now? According to him, this is not this yuga. Okay, this is Satya Yuga. That time, these people engaged in austerity, sacrifice, Vedic study, regulator wars, and they are doing charity. Destroy all the people. Destroy all the people thus engaged. Who engaged in these kind of things, you destroy them. Next sloka, we will see some more instructions. So these instructions feel this is what even today's leaders are giving instructions. Okay, these governments are doing something like that. So let's understand the purport. Hare Krishna, anybody wants to read the purport? Hare Krishna. Okay, okay, I will do this.
I'll do it, Prabhu. I'll speak.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu. Rakinji, Prabhu.
Yeah, purport. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hiranyakashipu's main purpose was to hunt up the demigods. He planned first to kill Lord Vishnu so that with the Lord Vishnu's death, the demigods would automatically weaken and die. Another of his plans was to disturb the residents of the planet Earth. The peace and prosperity of the residents of the earth and all other plants are maintained by the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 4.13, Chaturvarnyan Maya system, Guna-karma Vibhagasha. According to the three modes, the material nature and the work ascribed to them, uh, the four divisions of the human society were created by me. On all the planets, there are different types of residents, but the Brahmins, referring especially to the planet Earth, which is inhabited by the human beings, that society is divided into four Brahmanas. Brahmana, Kshatriya.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Voice is very weak, Prabhu. I think. Hare Krishna, Kitchen Prabhu, you're there? I think it got dropped off. Let me complete it.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry,
Prabhuji.
got
Disconnected. Yeah. Continue, Prabhu. Continue.
it got disconnected and just
Ah,
reading out.
yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Please, please.
Yeah, continue. Yeah. Before, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Before the advent of Lord Krishna on this earth, it is understood that the earth was managed by the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. The duty of the Brahmana is to cultivate the samaha, peacefulness, dhamma, self-control, titiksha, tolerance, satyam, truthful, shaucham, cleanliness, and ar- and arjavam, simplicity, and then to advise the Kshatriya kings how to rule the country or the planet. Following the instructions of the Brahmanas, the Kshatriya should engage the populace in austerity, sacrifices, Vedic study, and adherence to the rules and regulations established by the Vedic principles. They should also arrange for the charity to be given to the Brahmanas, sannyasis, and temples. This is godly arrangement of Brahmanical culture. People are inclined to offer yagna because unless sacrifices are offered, there will be insufficient rain. Yagna bhavati panchaliya, which will hamper agriculture activities.
Mm.
Parjaniyad Anna Sambhava. By introducing Brahminical culture, therefore, a Kshatriya government should engage in performing yagna, studying the Vedas, and giving charity. Thus, the people will receive their necessities for the life very easily, and there will be no disturbance in the society. In this regard, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 3.12. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
Prabhu. It's a
yeah.
continuation. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah.
Krishna Bhagava. Oh, okay.
Continue, Prabhu. Continue.
Yeah. Istan Bhogan Hivo Vedeva Dasyalte Yagna Bhavitaha Te Datan Ap Ite Datan Apradayabhyoho Yo Bhukte Stene Evasa in charge of various necessities of life, the demigods being satisfied by the performance of yagna, sacrifice, supplying all the necessities to the man. But he who enjoys these gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. The demigods are authorized supplying agents who act on the behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. Therefore, they must be satisfied by the performance of the prescribed yagnas. In the Vedas, there are different kinds of yagnas prescribed for the different kinds of demigods, but all the ultimately offered to Supreme Personality of Godhead. For one who cannot understand what is the personality of Godhead is, sacrifice to the demigods is recommended. According to the different material qualifications of the person concerned, different types of yagnas are recommended in the Vedas. Worship of different demigods is also on the same basis, namely according to the different qualities. For example, the meat eaters are recommended to worship the goddess Kali, the ghastly form of the material nature, and before the goddess, the sacrifice of the animals is recommended. But for those who are in the mode of goodness, the transcendental worship of Vishnu is recommended. Ultimately, all yagnas are meant for the gradual promotion to the transcendental position. For ordinary men, at least 5 yagnas known as Pancha Mahayagna are necessary. One should know, however, that all the necessities of the life that human society requires are supplied by the demigods, agents of the Lord. No one can manufacture anything. Consider, for example, all the eatables of the human society. These eatables include grain, fruits, vegetables, milk, and sugar for persons in the mode of goodness, and also eatables for the non-vegetarians such as meat, none of which can be manufactured by the men. Then, again, for example, light, water, air, which are also necessities of the life. None of them can be manufactured by the human society. Without the Supreme Lord, there is no profuse sunlight, moonlight, rainfall, or breeze, without which no one can live. Obviously, our life is dependent on the supplies from the Lord. Even for our manufacturing enterprises, we require so many raw materials like metal, sulfur, mercury, manganese, and very essentials. All all of which are supplied by the agents of the Lord, with the purpose that we should make proper use of them to keep ourselves fit and healthy for the purpose of self-realization, leading to the ultimate goal of the life, namely liberation from the material struggle for existence. This aim of life is attained by the performance of yagnas. If we forget the purpose of the human life and simply take supplies from the agents of the Lord for sense gratification and become more and more entangled in the material existence, which is not the purpose of the creation. Certainly, can, we sorry. Certainly, we become thieves, and therefore we are punished by the laws of the nature. A society of thieves can never be happy, for they have no aim in life. The gross materialistic thieves have no ultimate goal of the life. They are simply directed to the sense gratification, nor do they have knowledge of how to perform yajna. Lord Chaitanya, however, inaugurated the easiest performance of yajna, namely the Sankirtana Yajna, which is performed by anyone in the world who accepts the principle of Krishna consciousness. Hiranyakashipu planned to kill the inhabitants of the earth so that Yagna would stop and the demigods being demigods being disturbed would die automatically when Lord Vishnu, the Yagneshwara, was killed.
Mm.
These were the demonic plans of Hiranyakashipu, who was expert in such activities.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Akinci Prabhu, wonderful reading. So here, this demon, okay, Hiranyakasipu, know exactly the challenge. Okay, know exactly what he wants to do. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So he wants to destroy. What is that he wants to destroy in nutshell? Okay, that Vedic life. Okay, what is Vedic life? The Krishna, Lord Vishnu has created four varnas: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay. So he wants to destroy Varnashrama Dharma. He knows that the people are happy because Varnashrama Dharma is going very good. Now he wants to destroy what? Brahmanic culture and Kshatriya government. He is very clear that if I remove this Brahmanic culture or if we stop these Brahmanas doing sacrifices, yajnas, okay, then the entire chain will break. See, today you see what is happening from last a few hundreds of years in this world. Hare Krishna Prabhuji's Matajis. So many kings, okay, came from outside, want to destroy this culture, Brahmanical culture, so that Kshatriya government will not be there for us. And then when Kshatriya government is not there, they can do whatever they want. This is the root of Sanatan Dharma. Varnashrama Dharma is one of the root. Okay, for our Sanatan Dharma, they want this particular person, this king, this demonic king wants to disturb that. This is what exactly happening today's Prabhuji's Matajis. Yeah, see here again Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada is saying that everything is given by Krishna to us: vegetables, fruits, okay, rice, dal, everything Krishna is giving. And he's giving for what? Okay, not for our sense gratification. Use all of them and serve Krishna. And you can't do all yajnas. That is what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Okay, the easiest performance yajna is Sankirtana yajna, which can be performed by anyone in the world who accepts the principles of Krishna conscious. So always, Rakshasas, demons, wants to stop our yajnas. We don't want to people who don't want to practice the Krishna conscious. See, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's. So many questions will come in the society to us. Why you are practicing? What is the need? Why now? Why not later? Why not after 60 years? Why not after 70 years? What is so rush? Why you have to wear kantimala? Why you have to wear this kind of dress? Okay, why you want to spend 2 hours? You could have spent in walking, running, jogging, gym. So many people will come and give so many advices. You are fat, okay, you are dull, okay, your fitness is not good. So many people given so many advices, okay. But how do you ignore and continue your sadhana? By understanding these purpose, understanding the purpose. We all know, but like again and again, why still Prabhupada has given? Is this information not given in previous purpose? He has given, but again he is mentioned here so that we will not lose the track. It is very, very easy for all of us to lose the track for anybody without association, without reading, understanding the purpose of Srila Prabhupada. That is the reason Srila Prabhupada is reiterating again and again. Everything is given by Krishna. Use everything, okay, in the purpose of in the devotional service of Krishna. Hare Krishna. So shall we move on to the next sloka? Okay. Sloka 11. Sloka 11 is what is that we are seeing? Let us see. The basic principles of Brahmanical culture is to satisfy Lord Vishnu. That is what a Brahmana has to do. So I'm not sure how many Brahmanas today they are doing this. The personification of sacrificial and ritualistic ceremonies. ceremonies. The Lord Vishnu is the personified reservoir of all religious principles. He is the reservoir for all religious principles, and he is the shelter of all demigods, the great pitas, and the people in general. Okay, when the Brahmanas are killed, what is that he's telling? Go and kill Brahmanas, and then Kshatriya government will not be there. He want to make no Kshatriya government. Brahmanas are killed, Kshatriyas don't have direction, and they will fall down. They themselves become Shudras. That is how the demons are trying to attack. This is the principle even today demons also taking. It's happening from last hundreds of years for us. And we are seeing that. When the Brahmanas are killed, no one will exist to encourage Sakshiyas to perform yajnas. So, Kshatriyas will stop doing yajnas. They don't know how to do the ruling. They will stop taking advices because Brahmanas are killed. There are no Brahmanas. And thus the demigods not being appeased by yajna. They will not get yajna. Okay, yajnas, they will not do yajnas. So yajna bhokta, yajna fulfillment will not go to devatas and they automatically die. That is what Hiranyakasipu is thinking. Okay, Hare Krishna. So puppet, I think this is only one slide. Yeah, this is only one slide. The puppet, very interesting puppet, and very good details are there here, which is given by Srila Prabhupada. Anybody wants to read, or shall I read?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes, Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Nirmal Mataji.
Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Since Vishnu is the central point of Brahmanical culture, Hiranyakashipu's plan was to kill Vishnu. For if Vishnu were killed, naturally the Brahmanical culture would also be lost. With Brahmanical culture lost, yagna would no longer be performed, and for want of yagna, the regular distribution of rainfall would cease. Yagnad bhavati parjanyaha. Thus, there would be disturbance all over the world, and naturally the demigods would be defeated. From this verse, we get a clear indication of how human society is disturbed when the Vedic Aryan civilization is killed and the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies performed by the Brahmanas are stopped. Kalau Shudra Sambhavaha. Because the population of the modern world consists mostly of Shudras, the Brahmanical culture is now lost and is extremely difficult to re-establish in a proper way. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya has recommended the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, which will revive Brahmanical culture very easily. Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nastheva, Nastheva, Nastheva Gatiranyatha. Because of the increment in demoniac population, people have lost Brahmanical culture, nor is there a Kshatriya government. Instead, the government is a democracy in which any Sudra can be voted in taking up the governmental reins and capture the power to rule. Because of the poisonous effects of the Kali Yuga, the Shastra, Bhagavatam 12.2.13 says, Dasyu Prayeshu Rajasu. The government will adopt the policies of Dasyus or plunderers. Thus, there will be no instructions from the Brahmanas, and even if there are Brahmanical instructions, there will be no Kshatriya rulers who can follow them. Aside from Satya Yuga, even formerly, in the days when the demons were flourishing, Hiranyakashipu planned to destroy the Brahmanical culture and the Kshatriya government and thus create chaos all over the world. Although in Satya Yuga, this plan was very difficult to execute, in Kali Yuga, which is full of Shudras and demons, the Brahmanical culture is lost and can be revived only by the chanting of the Mahamantra. Therefore, the Krishna consciousness movement or the Hare Krishna movement has been inaugurated to revive Brahmanical culture very easily so that people may become happy and peaceful in this life and prepare for elevation in the next. In this regard, Srila Madhvacharya quotes this verse from the Brahmanda Purana. Viprayagnaadimulam tu harir iti asuram matam harir eva hi sarvasya moolam samyam matondrapa. O king, The demons think that Hari, Lord Vishnu, exists because of the Brahmanas and Yagna. But factually, Hari is the cause of everything, including the Brahmanas and Yagna. Therefore, through the popularizing of Hari Kirtana or the Sankirtana movement, the Brahminical culture and Kshatriya government will automatically come back and people will be extremely happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nirupama Mataji, wonderful reading. Thank you very much, Haribol. Okay. So, very, very important points came here. Uh, what is happening in today? Srila Prabhupada is very clearly explained. See, as I mentioned before, Hiranyakasipu wants to kill Brahmanas so that Kshatriya government will not be happening, will not be there. That is what he's saying. And then there will not be any yajna. So everything Sanatana Dharma will destroy. That is what this demon was trying to do. So what is the solution for this? Srila Prabhupada is giving the solution for this here. It is mentioned here. Prabhupada is mentioning. Okay, plan. Okay, in Kali Yuga. Okay, although the Satya Yuga, this plan is very difficult to execute. It is very, very difficult to execute this in Satya Yuga because everywhere you will see Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. Okay, and are very strong. But in Kali Yuga, what happened? Which is full of Sudras and demons. So by birth we are Sudra. Yeah, in Kali Yuga. So who are there? Sudras and Brahmanas. Sudras and demons only there here. Majority. The Brahmanical culture is lost and can be revived only by chanting Maha Mantra Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the only solution Srila Prabhupada is saying. So we have to chant and then we have to request everyone to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That is the only solution we could think. Therefore, the Krishna conscious movement or the Hare Krishna movement has been inaugurated to revive the Brahmanical culture very easily. We can bring back that particular Brahmanic culture very easily by chanting Maha Mantra so that the people may become happy and peaceful in their life and prepare for elevation in the next regard. Okay. Sri Madhvacharya also quoted in the same way from Brahma Purana. See, what is this? This king is thinking. This demonic king is thinking is that if I kill these Brahmanas, okay, because uh, see here, when the Lord Vishnu exists because of Brahmana Yajna, that is what he's thinking. Demons are thinking Lord Vishnu, Hari exists because of Brahmana Yajna. But actually, Hari is the one, he's giving everything to Brahmanas and Kshatriya and also the intelligence for us to do Yajna. If you don't remember, how can you do? Even for reading, we need some intelligence. Even to understand, we need some intelligence. Who is giving that? Again, that Krishna, Vishnu is giving that. So when we have that intelligence, okay, let us popularize this Harikatha, the Sankirtan movement, and then let us bring back this Brahmanic culture and Kshatriya government. Will it happen in a day? It may not happen, but let us do our level best. Let us do to the extent possible in our hands. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you. So now we are moving to Sloka 12. Sloka 12. Sloka 12 is a translation. Immediately go. He's telling them, his associates, go wherever there is a good protection for cows. See, next first he said Brahmanas. Okay, if Brahmanas are killed, and then Kshatriyas will not have direction. Now he is going where? He is going on cows. Okay, immediately go wherever there is a good protection for the cows and the Brahmanas, and wherever the Vedas are studied in terms of Varnashrama principles. Okay, set the fire. See here, this is what happening in some country. Like today we are seeing Bangladesh, this is what is happening. Set the fire to these places and cut from the roots of trees there, which are sources of the life. Okay, destroy them. Destroy the even trees. For them, trees is a source. Okay, and they may be taking fruits from those trees. Cut those trees, which is a main source for their life. See where this demonic mindset is coming from, these kind of rakshasas only. Hare Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna. So let us try to understand this puppet. Anybody wants to read this puppet? Hare Krishna.
If nobody is reading, shall I read?
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Nobody raised the hand. Okay, so go ahead, Mataji. Okay, for now. Padma Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay. The picture of a proper human civilization is indirectly described here. In a perfect human civilization, there must be a class of men fully trained as perfect Brahmanas. Similarly, there must be Kshatriyas to rule the country very nicely according to the injunctions of the Shastras, and there must be Vaishyas who can protect the cows. The word Gavaha indicates that cows should be given protection because the Vedic civilization is lost. Cows are not protected, but instead indiscriminately killed in slaughterhouses. Such are the acts of demons. Therefore, this is a demonic civilization. The Varnashrama Dharma mentioned here is essential for human civilization. Unless there is a Brahmana to guide, a Kshatriya to rule perfectly, and a perfect Vaishya to produce food and protect the cows, how will people live peacefully? It is impossible. Another point is that trees also should be given protection. During its lifetime, a tree should not be cut for industrial enterprises. In Kali Yuga, trees are indiscriminately and unnecessarily cut for industry. In particular, for paper mills that manufacture a profuse quantity of paper for the publication of demonic propaganda, nonsensical literature, huge quantities of newspapers, and many other paper products. This is a sign of demonic civilization. The cutting of trees is prohibited unless necessary for the service of Lord Vishnu. Yagnarthat karmano anyatra loko yam karma bandhanaha. Work done is work done as a sacrifice for Lord Vishnu must be performed. Otherwise, work binds one to this material world. But if the paper mills stop producing paper, one may argue, how can our ISKCON literature be published? The answer is that the paper mills should manufacture paper only for the publication of ISKCON literature, because ISKCON literature is published for the service of Lord Vishnu. This literature clarifies our relationship with Lord Vishnu, and therefore the publication of ISKCON literature is the performance of yajna. Yajnarthat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Yajna must be performed as indicated by the superior authorities. The cutting of trees simply to manufacture paper for the publication of unwanted literature is the greatest sinful act. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Wonderful reading. Padma Mataji, thank you very much. Hari Bol. So here Prabhupada is very, very straightforward. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Today you see millions of books is being published. Forget about thousands, lakhs, millions. Millions of books are there in the market today. What are those books? Many books are talking about skills, different sorts of skills. How do you live in this corporate world? How do you swim in this? How do you run? Okay. There are so many various things. Lot of discussions do happen. How many books you read in a month? How many books you read in a year? What is it you are learning from books? Okay. Can you summarize it? There's a lot of discussion happens in a corporate world. What is Prabhupada is saying here? You will learn everything if you start reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. You don't need any other literature. So what is a successful man? You read the literature, what ISKCON is publishing, your life is successful. See how straightforward here Prabhupada is. How strong he is. Let us understand how strong he is, Prabhupada. Work done, okay? Work done as a sacrifice for the Lord Vishnu must be performed. Otherwise, work binds one to the material world. But if a paper mill stop producing the paper, one may argue how ISKCON literature is published. What is the answer Srila Prabhupada is saying? The answer is that the paper mill should manufacture paper only. See here. Only for the publication of ISKCON literature because ISKCON literature is published for the service of Lord Vishnu. A paper should be published to serve Vishnu. How strong it is for us. Otherwise, no, you are cutting trees. And that is a sinful reaction. You will have it. That is what it is being told here. How careful we are. How careful one should be. So it is a direct attack of Varnashrama Dharma by Hiranyakashipu. Yeah, that is what is happening. So because of Brahmanas are not there, Kshatriyas are not listening, Brahmanas, and slaughterhouses are there. And there is no Kshatriya government. Because of there is no Kshatriya government, slaughterhouses are there. Okay, the slaughterhouses have been killed cows, which is such a demonic activity. Hare Krishna. No words to explain this further. Yeah, let's move on. Hare Krishna. Sloka number 13. Thus, the demons, being fond of disastrous activities, took Hiranyakashipu's instructions on their heads. Okay, with a great respect. What they did, they have taken all the instructions into their heads and with a great respect and offered him obeisances. They did obeisances to his that particular demonic king. According to his direction, they engaged in envious activities directed against all living beings. So, according to his direction, they engaged. They started engaging his activities. Their activities means what they are doing. They want to kill Brahmanas so that Sanatana Dharma will fall down. This happened. Satya Yuga, this happened. So now, to what extent it is happening? Now let us understand. The followers of demonic principles, as described here, okay, as thoroughly envious of general populace in present day. See here what is happening in present day. Scientific advancement exemplifies such envy. The discovery of nuclear energy. Here, Prabhupada is saying nuclear energy we have discovered, right, has been disastrous to the people in general because the demons all over the world are manufacturing nuclear weapons. Because of this nuclear energy, people are making nuclear weapons. Now there are news is coming, third world war is going to start, with nuclear weapons. And Putin has given some instructions to his military to use these weapons. We don't know what happens when. Yeah, the world Kadhana Priyaha is very significant this record, which is there in the sloka. The demonic persons who wants to kill the Vedic culture are extremely envious of the feeble citizens, and they act in such a way that ultimately their discoveries, will be insup- in inauspicious for everyone. The 16th chapter Bhagavad Gita fully explains how the demonic engage in such a sinful activities for the destruction of populace, how they destroy the populace. Okay, this is what happens finally. Okay, without reading, understanding Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we are destroying this world. The people in the demonic tendency destroy the world. That is what is happening. Hare Krishna. So let's move to sloka 14. The demons set fire. What is that they did? They came to this world, right? This mother earth. What they did? They set fires to the cities, villages, pasturing grounds, cow pens, gardens, agriculture fields, and natural forest. And they started firing all these things. And some of the demons in some countries who are against to Sanatana Dharma are doing all these things. They burned the okay hermitages of the saintly persons. Okay, that is what happened. Okay, the important mines that produced valuable metals, the residential quarters of the agriculturists, the mountain villages, and the villages cow protectors, the coward men, they all burned. Okay, they also burned the government capitals. This is what they did. They disturbed Brahmanas, they disturbed Kshatriyas, and they disturbed cows. They disturbed Sanatana Dharma in a nutshell. Hare Krishna. Puppet. Anybody wants to read? Last but one puppet. Anybody wants to read?
Hare
It's a
Krishna,
small one.
Prabhuji, can I read?
Go ahead, Mataji, please.
The word Udyana refers to places where trees are especially grown to produce fruits and flowers, which are most important for human civilization. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 9.26, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upahartam ashnami prayatatmanaha. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. Fruits and flowers are very much pleasing to the Lord. If one wants to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he can simply offer fruits and flowers, and the Lord will be pleased to accept them. Our only duty is to please the Supreme Godhead, Samasiddhar Haritoshanam. Whatever we do and whatever our occupation, our main purpose should be to please the Supreme Lord.
Mm.
All the paraphernalia mentioned in this verse is especially meant for the satisfaction of the Lord, not the satisfaction of one's senses. The government, indeed the entire society, should be structured in such a way that everyone can be trained to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But unfortunately, especially in this age, Nate vidhu swartha gatim hi Vishnum. People do not know that the highest goal of human life is to please Lord Vishnu. On the contrary, like demons, they simply plan to kill Vishnu and be happy by sense gratification. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nirupa Mataji, thank you very much. Wonderful reading. So this is what is happening. Okay, what the demonic people are doing, simply killing the Vishnu in the sense from the people's mind, that mindset of, okay, devotion, okay, in the mind, that any quality of if somebody has a quality of divine quality, like, okay, praying God, chanting Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and any of these thing, if some of the demons even in today's society try to kill that kind of mindset, so we should be very very careful. So what is that here these people, these demons are doing? They come to this world. They are trying to kill the agriculture. Okay, they are trying to kill the plants. So if they kill the plants, okay, gardens and everything, what happens? We could not offer, we could not serve Vishnu properly. That is what their strategy is. Okay, they want to stop the services, the devotional services to Vishnu. That is ultimate. But ultimate goal of life is what? Okay, pleasing Lord Vishnu. Yeah. So I think we all, at least in this particular group, whoever joining this, everybody know all these things. But like we are just trying to reiterate. Okay, so that we go in this particular direction. So the last sloka, sloka 15, some of the demons took digging instruments and broke down the bridges. Okay, they did not only taking fire, okay, of vanas and trees, plants, all that, but what is that they did? They broke down the bridges also. The protective walls of the gates, gopuras of the cities, that also they broken. Some took axes and begin cutting the important trees that produce mangoes. The mango trees also they are cutting. Jackfruit trees also getting. And the sources of food. They are destroying the entire source of the food. Some of the demons took the firebrands and set the fire to the residents of the quarters of the citizens. That city, entire citizens they are putting burning through a fire. See, the cutting of the trees is generally prohibited. Again, Prabhupada is saying here. In particular, trees that produce a nice fruit for the maintenance of the human society should not be cut. Like a mango tree, jackfruit tree, we should not cut. In a different countries there are different types of fruit trees. Yeah, in India mango and jackfruit trees are prominent, and different countries are different, but in India, yeah, jackfruit and mangoes are prominent. And in other places there are mango trees and jackfruit trees, coconut trees and berry trees. Any tree that produce nice fruit for the maintenance of the people should not cut at all. This is a sastic injection. We have to be very careful on this instruction of Srila Prabhupada. And we should maintain it well. Yeah. And we should protect that tree. And then, okay, and offer those fruit to Lord Vishnu and then distribute. Hare Krishna. So hope we have some learnings, okay, from the translations and purports of Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. I see many are dropping out. So I know there are so many services. Today is Sunday. Hare Krishna. Sorry for being late. I think 10 minutes crossed. Okay. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Sorry if I have made any mistakes. Okay. That is just because of my false ego. Okay. Any good came, it is all because of Parampara. Okay. And it's all mercy of okay, Guru Parampara and Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat.
Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare
That
Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Josna
Dandavat
Mataji.
Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Nirupam Mataji. Thank you, Josna Mataji. Thank you, Lakshmikant Prabhu. Hare Krishna. If any questions are there, we can discuss. Otherwise, we can end the call. Hare Krishna. So I think these translations and purports are very straightforward. Okay, Prabhuji's Mataji's. It is very clear, I hope. Okay, because we have detailed translations. Thank you all for reading. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Shilpa Mataji. Shall we close the call here? Thank you very much, Prabhuji's Matajis. So I know this is today, it's a big schedule. Okay, you may be having so many services. Thank you for joining this. Yeah. Shilpa Mataji, shall we end the call? Okay, she seems to be busy. I think we can end the call. Hare Krishna. You can start dropping off. Thank you very much. I will end the call here. Hare Krishna. Let me stop recording.